was young, while walking to school in the winter, I was hit by a vehicle. I was in and out of some place. The place is difficult to explain because I don't feel like I know the right words to use. I'll call it a room for lack of a better word. There weren't walls or a door or ceiling, just an area I was at. Maybe saying we were confined inside a cloud would be a better description. White all around us, but it wasn't white like the color we know. There was an overwhelming feeling of being safe and loved. The closest comparison I can give you is how I would feel when my maternal grandfather would hold me and rock me in the middle of the night. His love for me was pure. Nothing could change that. In his arms, I was safe. Nightmares or illness never won when I was with him. As soon as he picked me up, everything was okay, and I was safe and loved. I am white. I was with a black female with pigtails. We played hand games, the kind you stood in front of your partner and had a song or other wording you'd say at the same time. We played jacks. Neither of us questioned why we were there or if we knew each other. I had the sense I knew her or was familiar with her. As I mentioned above, I was in and out of this place. I went there 3 times. The last time I went there, before I was leaving, she spoke to me and told me if I came back, she wouldn't be there. She was moving on and I was staying. I didn't understand what she meant by moving on. She did tell me we would see each other again someday. Time-wise, it seemed like maybe an hour of time spent there each time I went. When I was leaving the 3rd time, she was talking to me, and I could feel my dad's presence in the room I was physically in. Then I was gone from the area and just in darkness, but I knew my dad was with me. I could feel his calmness and him. He touched my leg, and I knew it was him. When he touched me, the feeling soared throughout my body. I never went back to that place again. I talked to my dad about it. He was with me every day at the hospital. In discussing what I remembered about the accident, I shared this with him. Several years later, while at the library, I pulled up the local newspaper for the day after my accident. I found the article, and after reading it, I skimmed through the entire paper. I found an article about a young black girl who was hit by a vehicle the day before, same day and time as I was hit. She died. They had a picture of her. It was the same young girl I was with when I went somewhere else. I know the first time I went there, just prior to that, someone at the scene of the accident tried to straighten a mangled appendage. I remember the pain soared, and there was a blackness, and then bam, I'm in that place with the young girl. I do not remember anything when I would leave and come back. When I found the article and picture of the little girl, I told and showed my dad. A short time later, he took me and my sister to a movie about NDEs. I don't think we discussed it at all beyond the 2 times, once after the accident and years later, a second time after finding the article.